3. But I mean, that's all you do. All right, so number 1, I've got 0.9511. If the fifth number is 5 or higher, let's round the fourth number up. All right, when you get down to number 4, you'll want to hold up. Let's do number 2, cosine of 120. I got negative 1/2. All right, tangent of 57. I got 1.5399. All right, everything's good so far, right? All right, ready for number 4. All right, number 4 is different. How is it different? It's got a pi in it, right? And if it's got a pi in it, it's what kind of number? A radian number. So your calculator right now probably says degree, DEG. Check it. We've got to change that into radian, RAD. So here's how you do that. Everybody hit the mode button right there. Arrow over one space to where it says RAD and hit enter. And that should change it from DEG to RAD.
How do we know when we're supposed to change it?
Good question. Anytime there's a pi, you got to change it to radian mode. All right, so now you can type it in. Sine of pi over 3. I got √3/2. Now, did anybody type it in without changing it to radian mode? Did y'all get something different? Yeah. You got a decimal? Okay. All right, Z, what you got? Question on number 4. Okay, so y'all should be good on 5 and 6. Leave your calculator in radian mode. Type them straight in. Cosine of 4 pi over 3. All right, Maggie, what you got on 5? I got negative 1/2. Everybody good? Shania, you good? Did you get 4 and 5 right?
You just do the same thing with the other ones, you just flip it.
Basically, yes. All right, so number 6. Kylie, we got tangent of 2 pi over 5. What you got? 3.0777. We good? All right, so now, when we do 7, 8, and 9, notice they are degrees, not radians. Your calculator has to be put back in degree mode. So you can go back to your mode button and do that, or you can just hit reset. Where is reset? Look right here. It's right above the 0 in green. So hit sec at 0. Do you want to reset it? Yes. That automatically puts it back in degree mode. So the biggest problem we have every year, somebody's going to forget to change it back in degree mode, and they're going to miss a lot of problems. They're going to be working these out in radian mode. All right, so now, number 7, we've got another problem. What's our problem on 7? We don't have a button for secant, do we? But look right here. We don't have a button for secant, but we've got a button for cosine. And they're opposites of each other, right? So I can do 1 over cosine of 112 degrees, and that will give me the same thing as secant of 112 degrees.
We can't just do
Whoa.
and flip it.
I don't know. Let's see if it's the same answer. 1 over cosine of 112.
Is this just one?
I got negative 2.6695.
I did not get that.
So, Allie, is that the same thing
As what?
as what you said to do?
It's not.
Hold on, no.
Jarrett says no, it's not the same. So, that's how you're going to do 7, 8, and 9. No, it's easy. All right, so number 8, we do not have a button for cosecant, CSC, so what do I use instead? Look across from it. Sine is the opposite of it, so we can use 1 over sine of 212. 1 over sine of 212 is. All right, I got negative 1.8871.
How did you get? I put the same thing.
All right.
No, I didn't.
Okay. So we've heard that before, Jay. Alright, so you guys knock out number 9. Cotangent would be 1 over tangent of 132. Negative 0.9004. Negative 0.9004. Alright, so those are the 3 answers I got for 7, 8, and 9. Zane, we good? Nope? You don't like this stuff? Alright, let's go to the next one. 10.
Now we have to go back to.
Alright, Jalen's right. Now we have to go back to radian mode because we have a pi in our problem. So everybody put your calculator back in radian mode. And what I'll try to do on the quiz, guys, or on the test, I'll try to have them just in one section so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth. So mode, go to radian, hit enter. Alright, now, we don't have a button for cosecant, but it's okay. Y'all know how to do it. Zane, the opposite of cosecant is sine. So instead, I'm going to type in 1 over sine of negative 3 pi over 8. And that should give me my answer. 1 over sine of negative 3 pi over 8.
I have a question.
Myra, what'd you get? Hold up. Number 10. Negative 1.0824. All right, I left these answers up here for 11 and 12. I'm guessing that's what I did second block. Y'all plug 11 and 12 in your calculator. Let's read our instructions above number 13. It says to use your calculator to find the value of x in degrees, minutes, and seconds. Okay, so first thing we got to do, we got to solve for x. So look, if I'm going to solve for x, and I got to take cosine and move it over, right? And when I move it over, it becomes cosine negative 1, which is inverse cosine. You have probably seen that on your calculator before and wondered when you were going to use it. Now we're going to use it. All right, question there. Now, yes, good. All right, everybody stop what you're doing. Make sure your calculator's in degree mode. I got to go back to degree mode on mine too. Yep, you got to make sure you do that. And again, I will try and remind you on the test to.
Which one are we in?
We're on number 13. It should be back in degree mode, Allie, for the rest of the paper because we don't have any more pies in our numbers. All right, now, Jalen, we're going to type that in. Second cosine is cosine negative 1.0612.
You're not gonna go to a decimal.
Watch. I got 86.4913. All right, y'all don't have to write that down.
Why not? That's negative.
Because the answer, if you read the instructions, they want your answer written in degrees, minutes, and seconds. All right? On your calculator, that button is DMS. Degrees, minutes, and seconds. So let's find that button. All right, right here. Does everybody see the probability button, PRB?
Yes.
Does everybody see right above it in green it says angle?
Yes.
You want to hit angle, second angle. Second angle. Now, y'all see the 1.
It's the same.
Go to 6.
I didn't even get the 86.
I got 1.5.
Well, then you didn't type this in, Z.
It's right here.
No, ma'am.
It's right
No,
here.
ma'am.
I didn't
Look at
get
this.
a number.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Look at that.
29, 28.
You're in radian mode.
Oh, golly. Hold on now.
Should have said to switch it back in degree mode, Z.
What do we do? Let's see here.
All right, so now from here, we want to go to DMS. Do y'all see DMS anywhere on your screen?
Yeah, it's number 6.
It's number 6 if you scroll down, or it's top left. Y'all see top left corner? So if you will arrow up from number 1 to DMS, now I'm on 6, DMS, I hit enter, and I hit enter again. My answer is
It's the same.
86 degrees, 29 minutes, 29 seconds.
Okay.
So look, you don't have to write that down. You can go straight to degrees, minutes, and
You round
seconds.
up that last one?
I rounded up the last one. Jalen.
I don't know, I just went wrong.
Went wrong. Let me come look at it.
Well, it's blank.
So you want this to just round it to the nearest one?
Let's just start over on another one.
I tried.
Butchered that.
You went too fast.
All right, we'll slow down so we can do another one. So if you guys know what you're doing, y'all can go ahead and do 14 and 15, then you want to stop. All All right, 14 says sine of x equals negative 0.1111. All right, first step. Jalen, what happens with sine when I move it over? It becomes,
What did you say?
what happens with sine when I move it across the equal sign?
On the decimal?
It becomes sine negative 1. That's what you meant, right? And we still got negative 0.1111. All right, so that's what you write down.
I got a
Yeah, but I'm
question.
just
Alex.
worried about the
So if
decimals.
it's negative, is all of them negative or just the degrees?
He just rounded up.
I'm not sure. Oh, it's just the degrees, Alex. Just the first number. Shania,
For a second, do we go after the decimal or just cut it off?
I would look at the number after the decimal and then decide whether to round up or not.
Okay.
All right, you ready, Jalen? We're going to type in what's on the board. Inverse sine, negative 0.1111. I got this.
Hey, for,
I've already done it. And then I hit second. Is that right? All right, so the answer I got on 14, I got negative 6 degrees, 22 minutes, 43 seconds. Check my answer on 14, make sure we got the same thing.
oh, I got pretty much the same thing. I got 43.32 per second.
Don't go after the decimal, stop it after the
Okay,
decimal.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Decimals.
All right, can I go to 15? Okay, so again, you guys know enough now to do 15 and 18. You don't know enough to do 16 and 17.
I just did 16.
You did it wrong.
What is it?
Unless you really know what you're doing, you did it wrong.
No, I know how to do it.
See, you said that a minute ago and you was wrong. All right, let's do
I got an
15.
answer?
That don't mean it's right.
So you just.
The negatives cancel out on the last three, don't they?
Tangent of x equals 0.8491. So I know I got to type in tan negative 1, 0.8491. All right, Z, let's make you feel good, Z. What's your answer on 15?
40, 20, and 4.
40 degrees, 20 minutes, and I'm going to round up to 5 seconds. If you don't round up, it's not a big deal, but you should round off correctly.
Why don't we just put the decimal?
It's sloppy.
What are we gonna use?
No, it's more precise,
It's
actually.
sloppy, it's inefficient.
It's sloppy and inefficient, Kylie says. I agree with Kylie. Sloppy word. All right, so what kind of job uses degrees, minutes, and seconds?
I have no clue.
I think if you're in the military, if you're in the Navy, doesn't the Navy use it to pinpoint your location in the ocean?
Absolutely no idea.
Isn't that right?
Not like that.
Bakery takes degrees.
You're on-
minutes.
I've heard of this, degrees, minutes, and seconds.
What if it's for the military?
Yeah.
Why?
Look, you're on the right path.
Yeah.
You're on the right path.
Somebody uses it.
Yes.
Maybe physics, I don't know. I've never had to use it
It's
other
not the
than showing
military,
y'all.
but you're on
All right,
the
so 16 and 17 y'all can't do. Let's do 18. 18 is the same kind of problem, right? Cosine of x, 0.6894. I move it over, and I do inverse cosine. 0.6894. Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, what?
No, it's,
Jalen, you got it? You want to try it?
Hey, I got 16. Come look at this.
It's trash.
Come look at it.
why
How
did
you
we
get
skip?
16?
Garbage.
Is
Why
it
did
for?
you skip 16 and 17?
16 and 17 are different. We don't want to mess with those yet. So let's do 18.
I'm keeping
All
that.
right, Valerie, show me
Yeah,
your
it's probably
answer for
similar
18.
to mine.
What you got? That's what I got. All right, answer for 18 is 46 degrees, 25 minutes, and 3 seconds.
Hey.
Why are your lines so sweet?
All right, so now we can do 16 and 17. All right, look at 16 and 17. Why did we save these for last? What's different about them?
They don't have a button.
We don't have a button. So, if we did it the way I showed you, I'm going to show y'all the way the book shows you, but then I'm going to show you a shortcut that's better. If we did it the book way, Jared, they would want you to change that to 1 over tangent. Then they would want you to cross multiply and do like 3 steps. We don't have to do that. because we have figured out Coach Heron's shortcut method.
The hair.
All right, ready?
I'm not calling
Who
it
said the hair
I'm
away?
not calling it.
Coach Heron's shortcut method is this. Change cotangent into tangent, move it over, and you got tan negative 1, right?
I did that, and I did
But-
the decimal.
But since you change cotangent into tangent, to fix it, to balance it back out, you've got to flip that fraction. So instead of negative 1.164 over 1, we do negative 1 over 1.164.
How the heck did you figure this
That's
out?
totally not his, by the
Over a
way.
lot of cross multiplying, we figured out it was the same as Coach Heron's method.
Wait, what
The
did
hair.
All right, so that's what you type in. Now, you can do the cross multiply method if you want, but that's going to be more work. Hope I got that on tape.
Do you have to put the negative sign on the top?
Did you?
I left my negative on the top. You don't have to, Joe. You can put it on the bottom.
Will you tell us what we gotta use on the
All right.
test?
You're doing it wrong.
I got a
I'm
syntax.
showing you now what you're doing.
What you did.
I got an answer.
For
Tan
some reason,
negative
I'm just
1,
still confused.
negative 1 over
I wanted-
1.164.
I got it.
Oh,
Ah.
I put mine.
What did you
I bet
do,
mine's
Drew?
I have no idea.
All right, I did get a negative. Negative 40 degrees, 39 minutes, 58 seconds. Check that. If you don't get it, I'll come look at your paper.
Oh my God. Hey, do we have
Type
to
that
do
in your
that?
17, Zane, make sure we can get it.
You know what, the back's not even.
Hang on, you have
I'm doing well.
6,
Which one would you say?
4, 7, 2, boom.
Was it? Okay, that's wrong. I'm not.
All right, so answer is 99 degrees, 21 minutes, 44 seconds. All right, everyone good on the front? This is what we're going to work on for several weeks, doing right triangles. All right, we'll flip it over, do the back real quick, and you guys should finish up early.
Oh, what is this?
This is stuff you guys did in geometry. Shouldn't be a problem. Sophomore year, right?
Yeah, we don't remember that.
I can show you real quick.
Can I take the quiz?
Why did you let
Just
the
a second.
off a manhole cover and dive in? Can somebody Google that? We'll find out fast. So we can.
All right, number 1, sine of capital A. 2 is sine, it's cosine.
I only have 3 problems on one problem.
Why y'all asking so many questions?
I think there's an error on that.
Oh, I
Oh.
thought you knew all of it. I
No,
think there's
there
an error
is.
all over the back.
One of them's wrong.
All right, so the capital A right here is showing us where to start. They want us to start right here. So the formula for sine,
Hypotenuse.
all right,
Sokotoa!
there you go.
Some old hippie called it.
Hey!
That's it.
That's what you picked up.
So sine is opposite over hypotenuse.
We ate that.
Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. If you guys want to write these on your unit circle, and I'm going to leave them on the board over there.
I can't read that.
If you can't, if you don't have your glasses, you might want to write them down. So sine, cosine, tangent is opposite over adjacent. Now, Z said this was Sokotoa. I always like the other way to remember it.
Oh,
Some old hippie caught another hippie tripping on acid. They showed us that in college, and I never forgot it.
What was that other one?
Miss Murray told us. I remember that. Who? What do you mean?
What?
You could have just took that and gave it to us.
I told Courtney he could have me the other day. All right, so you guys have these formulas written down, right?
No, I don't.
You guys remember doing this in 10th grade, right?
Do we have to write this on our thing?
If you want to.
So this is just for the puzzle.
We have to know how to do this Z so we can do our next thing we're
What's
going to do.
adjacent
Okay.
mean? I don't wanna learn.
All right, let's talk about, let's answer y'all's 3,000 questions y'all are asking.
That's rough.
All right, so it starts off, they want us to start at A right here, Jay. So you have to start from here. The formula for sine, opposite goes on top, and the hypotenuse goes on the bottom.
Would the opposite be 5?
Good. The opposite is whatever's right across. So 5 goes on top. What goes on bottom? What's the hypotenuse? 13. So it's 5 over 13 is your answer. If you want to do the puzzle part, 5 over 13 has letter I beside it. So under number 1, you would write letter I in the box.
So wouldn't A be opposite of 5 too?
Say it again.
Is 5 opposite?
So 5 is opposite of A. Now, opposite of B is 12. So,
Adjacent.
okay, let's talk about what the word adjacent means.
Adjacent
Does anybody
is
know
right
what
next to.
right next to? All right.
So
Phoebe is adjacent to Z.
it has to touch A.
Right.
But
So,
it can't be the hypotenuse because
There you
that's
go,
always
Z.
gonna be the hypotenuse.
she's right,
So
Joe.
it's the one that touches A that isn't the hypotenuse.
She's exactly right. I couldn't have said that any better.
I know.
And I wrote A.
All right. So now let's do cosine of A. That is adjacent goes on top, and your hypotenuse still goes on the bottom. What y'all got?
12 over 13.
All right, good. Tangent is opposite on top, adjacent on the bottom. What y'all got?
5 over 12.
All right. I'll do 4, 5, and 6 with you, then I'm going to stop and let y'all finish it by yourself, okay?
That's all you want us to do?
That's all we're going to do today is finish this side of the worksheet.
Can't have a root on the bottom, correct?
Well, but I think they're allowing it on this worksheet, Jared, so for this worksheet, we just won't mess with it. All right, so number 4, what does it say? Sine of B. All right, now what do we do? Because it's the same drawing, but now you start looking from B. So my formula is still opposite on top and hypotenuse on the bottom, but your answer is going to change because now if you're looking from B, what's the opposite?
12.
Yeah, now 12 is opposite. And 5 is adjacent. So it'll be 12 over 5.
For a side,
Did I mess up?
it's opposite over hypotenuse.
Yeah, thank you. Last mistake I'm going to make this year, Z.
Me too.
All right, so opposite over hypotenuse. My hypotenuse is still 13. All right, 5 says cosine of B. So I put my adjacent on top, my hypotenuse on the bottom. So that's going to be 5 over 13. And last for number 6, we have tangent of B, which is opposite on top, adjacent on bottom. So opposite is 12, adjacent is 5, so it's 12 over 5. All right, so you guys know how to do this. Y'all did it in 10th grade. Finish this up. Once again, y'all finished earlier than any class ever.